Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the longest running show on YouTube, the Mark and Spire Show. We're here, car charging lot, channel Sabadoos. They called me in to do an exclusive. Joanne's back there charging up her EV. You know, I mean, what do we got here? A Volvo? Is that even on the list of best EVs in the marketplace? There's a poll. All you got to do is leave your answer. Are you going with Volvo? Are you going with Joanne and her Tesla? Or Joanne, what is that back? Joanne, what do you got? It looks like you have one of those stupid Chevy Bolts. Right? Joanne with the stupid Chevy Bolt. I get it, Joanne. They took out all the seats, so you could just kind of lay in there with that stupid moo-moo, right? Anyway, guys, we're here, Channel Sabadoos. Very important for us to talk about today's topic, EVs. Is it a smart buy? Consumers want to know. This is the official consumer report here, Channel Sabadoos. Mark Pires, I'm bringing it to you today. EVs, is it the safe buy? Should you get one now, or should you wait, until further down the line? Let's go over a couple of the pointed details. Yeah, they're cool looking, but right now, as we speak, Joanne's being fried by kilowatts of radiation from the battery, being charged. Electricity, EMF. It probably makes Joanne hover, but in general, it's not good for humans, not good for human consumption. So that's one strike against EVs. Number two would be, at about 100,000 miles, guys, we have a song by Matt Zabrowski. Well, it's by Mark Pires. Matt Zabrowski joins for a woo-woo on every single run-through. I thought we were there. Joanne, that's on you. That is on you. Hold on. You know what? I think I've gone a little too bright here. No, that's the wrong way. We're going to go that way. Joanne, now we've gone too dark, No, not in that manner, Joanne. You're always going with the race card. I'm just saying we need to get the lighting correct here. We're doing it. Channel Sabadoos. The sun is casting a shadow on the set here. Channel 7 News, Volvo, and Joanne with her Chevy Bolt. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, you fell for it.
I'm gonna get the Chevy Bolt.
You couldn't get a bigger EV so they could actually not have to take the seats out and you could sit in a seat. Yeah, whatever, Joanne, that is on you. Guys, Matt Zabrowski. This is when we get our when you go. Matt Zabrowski gonna throw it to you right about now. Woo-hoo! Right? When you have Matt Zabrowski doing it, yeah? What's that? No, Joanne, we know you're charging your car. We know you're doing it. You're doing a chargeroo back there, taking in the EMF. What? Oh, she said you're taking it in too. Thanks, Joanne. Thanks for reminding me that I'm also accepting EMF radiation in the moment here while the Volvo is charging up. Guys, you got to get to 80% at least, before you get back on the road. You don't want to have, anxiety. Battery anxiety, they call it, where you're running low. I only have 50 miles left. What am I going to do? Where's the closest charging station? Good luck. There's no charging stations. The Sleep Sofa is putting in more charging stations. But guys, problem number 3. Does anyone believe that we actually have enough energy in the network, in the system, to handle a ridiculous amount of electric cars, electricity, electric cars, air conditioning, What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, we know We know when we put the air conditioning on and you're in the room, it's a disgusting smell and aroma, really. But guys, right? What are we talking about?
Let's go electric.
Electric, you haven't seen the cobalt mining report I did. Channel 7 News. Cobalt mine, Channel 7 News. I was there with Joanne. We did it. That's actually coming out tomorrow. Decided that, Joanne. I've been editing it. And I believe Channel 7 News is ready to run that one tomorrow on the Mark Inspires channel. So I think you're going to want to be there. That's a 1 p.m. start tomorrow. Actually, I'm sorry, Joanne. I'm sorry. It's at 12 o'clock noon on the button. Cobalt mining and you know how safe it is. We're there at a cobalt mine just showing you how safe it is and how, you know, there isn't any child labor, slave labor, and there aren't mothers with babies on their backs as they dig in for freaking cobalt, you know, the smell. It's almost as bad as Joanne's smell. Anyway, guys, that's, I guess, 3 strikes against electric vehicles. So, did we talk about the battery? I was into that, and then I just kind of sidetracked because Joanne, you know. So, guys, when this battery dies at roughly 100,000 miles, how much would you say it costs to put in a new battery in the car? Now, just keep in mind, if you had a blown engine, you know, that could be 10 grand, 12 grand in a nice car, maybe more. I don't freaking know. I know nothing about cars, but I can tell you how much it costs to put a battery in a Ford Mach-E. That just happens to be the car that Mark Pires, Channel 7 News, drives and wants to sell immediately because of, you know, number 1, 2, 3, going on to 4, battery, bad battery. When that thing dies, it is $35,000 for a new battery. I'm going to say that again, Joanne, because of the echo here. You know, in the valley, as we charge the EVs. $35,000 for a new battery. So I guess the savings is like apparent, you know. I pay the same amount for my electricity as it would cost for me to fill my gas combustion vehicle, and I get a $35,000 charge after 100,000 miles by Menon. But guys, it's a really, really good investment. Definitely good investment. Getting the electric car, we have the sustainability in order to have it all on the grid. Well, charging, AC. Yeah, not around you, Joanne, no. But guys, that's where we're at, you know. We have insanity coming at us from all directions. We are here trying to give it to you straight, ripping the lid off the fake news, Channel 7 style. It's a mix. Hammerlin Jameson comes in just to give you the Channel 7 News, you know, brand every time. Channel 7. I don't know what I'd do without Hammer, you know, and his drinking antics. You could call it antics. Some people call it, you know, an addiction. Some people call it, you know, completely obnoxious behavior, borderline like embarrassing. You know, probably more embarrassing than borderline, but when you're Hammerlin Jameson, you just don't give an F, you know? You're just like, I'm going to drink my Jameson while I do my news report. Mid-news report, I'm drinking it up. I'm chugging a bottle of Jameson while I start the news story. By the time I get to the end, 3 down. I did 3 bottles. Hammer Jabber up here, just ripping the lid off of fake news. You know, you guys know what Hammer is. He's out of his mind. Yeah. Anyway, I guess what we're going to have to do is go back to the studio. You know, Joanne, we have a show to put on tonight. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, I know the show started already. She goes,
The show started already.
I know, Joanne, I'm here doing it. I'm saying we got to continue the show. You know, we go from here. You must have gotten enough charge. The Volvo's charged up. I'm taking it. This is a Channel 7 News exclusive vehicle. You know, we have to put the branding on the side later. When we leave, we're putting Channel 7 News with my smiling face on the side and Joanne on the other. People throw eggs at the Joanne side. You know, that's why we had it cleaned. Yeah, had to have it cleaned. Pull off of the, you know, got the stenciling. We had to take it off. We're hiring a new guy, come in and do it again. And then they just embroider is what they're going with this time. They're going to embroider a picture of me on one side. And Joanne, I don't know why they're going to do this one. But they're going to put you back on again. And this time they're going to make your moo-moo just more of a rust color, you know, all through. So you got this rusty, you know, like brown, looks like you pooped your moo-moo type of vibe going. You know. But you got electric, so Joe Biden's proud of you. Yeah. Huh, what? My Aunt Judy told me that Joanne is now driving an electric car. See, she's taking the Biden poison. Yeah, we know everything's poison that comes from you. Listen, end of the day, we're here. We're going back to the studio. Joanne, I caught that one. Cirque du Soleil, you know, doing it still. Anyway, guys, don't get an electric car. And if you have one, put that freaking thing on the market. You know, I'm putting it on the market. What's that? Joanne, you can keep yours. Nobody really cares. I mean, you have a custom, you know, you have a custom Chevy Bolt, seats ripped out, so you can sit in there. You're driving. You know, there's no radio in there. You couldn't even fit a radio because your arm had to get in, you know. You didn't want to wait for the new model, you know, when they came out with the Chevy Malibu in electric, where you could have kept one seat at least. Guys, you know, it's times like this I feel bad. They don't make cars that fit Joanne. You know, she's got to modify. They're like, ma'am, we can't lease to you. You want to rip the seats out so you can fit. You know, we don't do that here at Chevy. You know, you're going to have to buy the Chevy Bolt outright. You know. How will you be paying? I'm sorry, doll hair? No. We don't take doll hair here for Chevy. You know, Chevy, we only take dollar bills. You will bring dollar bills? That's good with me. Yeah. What? Your employer fooled you into taking doll hairs instead of dollars? You bought that old gag? I can't believe that. Joanne, that's you and the guy, you know, when you're trying to get your Chevy Bolt. He's ripping on you. Then I got the best of you. I pay you $500 an episode. I win. How did you get that freaking Chevy Bolt? You know? Joanne, you know? What's that? No, Joanne, I don't want to talk to you. I'm just saying your name like, you know, like, oh, Joanne, what an idiot, you know? And then you're like, what? Freaking Sorable. You are Sorable just like your father, George Soros. George Sorable, I call him, you know, because he is. Everything he does.
Joanne, it's me, your father.
Yeah, all we know, Vader. It's like, what are we talking about here? I've got Senator Palpatine as your father. Unbelievable. That's why he's rich. Everybody's like, oh, he made his money in finance and stealing money from the Jewish people in the Holocaust when he murdered and, you know, stole from a little, but more. Jabba the Hutt, he played, no makeup, typecast, lay him on his side. Leia was just feeding him grapes, you know. What's that? No, Joanne, it's made me snort a little. Yeah. I snorted a little thinking about George Soros laying on his side, eating grapes.
Thank you, Janet.
You know. Later on, he played Pizza the Hut and Spaceballs. They were like, we got it, guys. No makeup needed. Well, just a little paint. We'll just put pepperoni on, paint it on his face. Typecast, you know. Cirque du Soleil. Anyway, guys, we're going back to the studio. Joanne, I dropped my microphone. Can you pick that up for me, please? As you dislodge your charger from the Chevy Bolt, modified Chevy Bolt, you know, no seats or radio. Anyway, you know, I'm dealing with it, guys. I'm dealing with it. Joanne, Wheezy McGee. Guys, when you have a Wheezy McGee in the house and she's just like, my father's George Soros, you start understanding the meaning to life. Let's see if we can turn this up. Can we get is our bass going? Yeah, there we go. We got our bass going, I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. So we have a guitar here. Joanne, what are we still doing here? Yeah. I want to go back to the main scene where we're doing it. Okay, you're gone. Good. We're going to head over to the BeatSeat scene. This is the first drum for guitar players. I invented and patented it. So if you want one, go to BeatSeat.rocks and I'll build one for you. Yeah. I talked to a guy today, and it was a couple people today. Hopefully I can get someone to help supply more wood to build ridiculous beat seats, because I want to build even more ridiculous beat seats. So we'll have this flamed maple model, maybe some like walnut type of burl or some sort of crazy looking vibe. You know, I want to just start building out exotic looking beat seats. And so there's this signature edition model where it's just all these different cool types of woods. And so I made a great contact today, and potentially, and this is the thing, is like some of these woods are so, he was telling me he saw this beat seat that I built, and he goes, that is what we call like architectural quality ripple for like a curly maple. He goes, that's like an intense amount of actual like detail within the flamed maple. He's like, we usually don't see it like that. That's like 1% of all flamed maple looks like that. And I was like, really? He goes, yeah, if you can find a supply of that, he's like, buy it up. And I can buy more of this wood, and I'm going to buy a few more pieces at least. So if orders come in, I can lay it out. But getting something like this, I think, is almost impossible. And I'll show you. This is plywood, and it's 1/4-inch plywood, and that is, as you see, like ridiculous tiger maple and a plywood. That's very hard to get because I can't find plywood. That's 1/4-inch. That's flame maple. But what I can find is potentially some veneers, which would give me the same effect, and then I'd have to build plywood out of it, which is basically what plywood is. Got one extra layer at the end, which gives you that vibe. So I'm in the process of doing something completely insane, which is having options for one-of-one beat seats, where you get a beat seat like this with the figure that you see, and there's only one of them. To me, I think that's pretty cool. Tune this. This is what I wrote last night. So I don't know. In my mind, I'm like, I could probably sing something to that. But I think we could do something better. So we're getting rid of it. Let's start from scratch. Either sprained or I broke my thumb. I don't know what the frig I did to my thumb, but it's messed up. Softball. Yeah. Let me try to play something down here. My thumb hurts when I'm moving around. bass. Oh, goodness. Sometimes you're in the process. I hear this like, brrr, and I feel like it's just. It's both of these speakers. I don't know why. Hopefully it's not going through on the other side. I usually don't hear it, so hopefully it's just my speakers. Anyway, how's everybody doing out there? We were jamming a little bit, live in the moment on the BeatSeat, the first drum in the world for guitar players. Guys, remember, we do this every night since December 31st, 2018. It's been going on, you know? When you make yourself a coffee right before the show, you know, it's a good thing. Oh, goodness. Maybe that'll fix it. We got rid of the horns, I guess. Oh, take your time, take a breath, please. Wait till the next day. Oh, nobody can take you away. Take your time, take a breath, please. Wait till the next day. We got rid of the horns, I guess. Take your time. Ah, goodness. Now, guys, sometimes when you're in the process, good song. It's got a good vibe to it. Oh, goodness. So I hope everybody's doing well out there. I'm trying to get a couple of extra things done for you. Tomorrow, like I said, I plan on having the Cobalt Crisis broadcasting. I filmed that a while, like maybe a month ago. And now they're taking me off the air, blocking my frame rate. Oops, something went wrong. Try reloading the page. Uh-oh. You know, this is like the thing that bothers me most about YouTube. They seem to buffer me out, you know? Where are we? Where are we? Yeah, we should be fine. Let's see. Guys, electric cars are the worst is the winner, by the way. I'm going to end the poll there. Tesla is the second best. But, as you see, electric cars are the worst. I'm not sure if I'm still on the air. There's a good chance that YouTube booted me because they're a bunch of douches. And if that's the case, yeah, look, we're just dropping like a mofo right now. Don't know why, but I gotta say, I appreciate you guys. Remember, tomorrow we will do it again. Let me just see. I'm gonna go and try to go on myself on YouTube. And we'll see. Here we go. It says I'm still live. Am I on still, Joanne? Say, I appreciate you guys. Remember. Yeah, it looks like I'm still on. We will do it again. Let me just see. Hold on, let me try to go on myself on YouTube. There's a lot of high. It says I'm still live. Oh, it's because I got the stupid thing. This on. Let's see if that's better now. Am I on still, Joanne? Let's see. I'm gonna listen. Yeah, it looks like I'm still on. Yeah, we're getting a lot of drops. You know what I mean? YouTube, you're a bunch of douches. Just letting you know that, okay? I've been here 1652 in a row. And you do it every night. Why don't you go pound sand? You know what I'm saying? Go pound some sand. Come back tomorrow. We'll tell you how it tasted. Oh, goodness. I'm going to try to see if I can go in here and find the fam and friends. I see Bradley. I see Pamela Swan. S. Coop. I see Trish Killian. I see Virginia. And I'm hoping to see... Wow, is this right? It says that 0 people were here until 10:51. Did you guys miss the entire comedy bit? Maybe. There's a chance. I don't know. Maybe I was alive and nobody was on. All I know is this. Did it anyway, you know? So guys, tomorrow, remember, I will be back. Not that it freaking matters. Seems like I get booted off anyway, you know? But we'll try. Until then, you got to go away. I guess till tomorrow, Joanne. I guess it's dealing with just you and me. Yeah. Just you and me, Joanna. Now, yep, there we go. Doesn't seem like I have any luck. Until tomorrow, this is the Mark Inspire Show saying good evening. Be good to each other. We only have each other. Don't let them divide us.
You got to go.